So I'm Sakshi and I am currently in my fifth year of law school studying at Jindal Global Law School. The Advanced Corporate Taxation Certificate course in June last year, and this was after I'd studied a semester of tax law in my university. So after why I decided to take up the course is when I studied tax law in my university. I really enjoyed it, and I thought this is something that I could pursue a future in. But however, I learned that like what we study in like our college is barely scratching the surface of tax law. So that made me want to look out for more opportunities where I could learn the subject from, and which would help me sort of get better career opportunities in the field of tax. So that is where I found LawSikho to fit my needs. And I was really happy with what they offered, because it was not just expanding my knowledge, but it was also giving me a lot of practical knowledge, because that is how the courses are designed and how their assignments are designed and how like the teacher teaches you, right? Because all the people teaching the course on LawSikho, at least in my experience, they were real life practitioners. That sort of added a great depth of knowledge to what we were studying, because not only were we just studying conceptual theory, but we also sort of understood like the nitty-gritties of practice. So that is where I really enjoyed the course, and I thought it was really beneficial when I did my internships, and because I knew a lot more than probably someone who hadn't made that much of an effort to take an online course or anything like that. So that has been my experience with LawSikho. So if we had any doubts, we usually since we had like weekly sessions, we would always directly interact with the practitioner who is teaching us and ask them doubts, and they would address it then and there, or we could like even mail them our doubts, or also there is like a review section even on the portal that LawSikho operates in, so we could leave our doubts there and get it answered. Since I did 2 tax internships till now after that, and I think it really did benefit me, because I had a faster understanding of whatever case we were handling, because of the fact that I'd actually studied them on the online course, because we don't really get to learn them before we graduate and actually practice. And especially with tax, because it is such a wide field and there are so many different concepts at so many different levels, it's very hard to sort of grasp everything. So I just felt more prepared when I went to the internship. So that is where it actually helped me. And it also helped me sort of gain more knowledge generally, and I can talk about a lot of concepts now without having that fear in my mind of tax itself, because a lot of people have that fear like, oh my god, it's tax, we don't understand tax. A lot of people shy away, so I don't have that anymore. I used to have it, but I don't have that anymore. So that is also a takeaway from the course itself. This particular course, obviously anybody interested in tax should definitely consider taking it, especially students who think they want a future in tax, or even if you're confused about, oh, whether should I take it or not, it will actually give you a good glimpse into what the practical side of things are, because more often than not, like even if you like the theory part, like the practical aspects tend to be technical. So it will actually give you a good idea about what to expect when you graduate and want to step into this field. And also, I think when I was also doing the course, there were a lot of already practicing advocates or CAs who are actually wanted to learn more about that tax and expand their knowledge, or yeah, maybe they just wanted to learn about it for their own purpose. So if I think even people like that who have genuine interest can also sort of take up this course, because it's very easy and accessible in terms of the language and how they sort of make you understand the subject. Like they're very, like the practitioner who was teaching us was very patient, and he addressed each and every single doubt that everybody in the class had. And also, because it's a practitioner teaching you, you also, like the gap of like a senior and a junior for like students is especially reduced, because you don't, in a lot of internships, this kind of accessibility is not available, because they're always, seniors are always busy, or they don't really get to give you personal attention. So I think like you actually get that here, and you can genuinely ask whatever it is, even if it's the most stupidest doubts ever. So I think especially for students, that is a great opportunity for them to take. Okay, so if LawSikho also actually, through their assignments itself, if you, they have like writing assignments which sort of give you an opportunity to get your work published also on their blog, at readers blog. So that was also a good opportunity.